Hello everyone, this is Purple and you're watching an arena run featuring Brave Ike and a team of flyers. So let's dive right in. We're facing a cavalry team first with Cecilia, Reinhardt, Elvigan and Olivia, and right off the bat they are oppressing the map. So I'm just gonna take care of that Cecilia with Corinne, and then we're gonna have to take some risk here and bait two of it. So because Brave Ike has very strong defenses, I'm gonna use him on Cordelia, while Cherche will be tanking Reinhardt. And it worked. So we're gonna clean up here. Corinne is gonna take care of that Reinhardt, and I'm gonna swap Cordelia in Emblem. This just leaves Olivia, a nice 4-star Olivia to deal with. So she'll die rather easily. And our first match in the bag. So sometimes you will need to do some risky plays. This is my first time facing scores that are this high. Usually I'm around 710 or 705, but because I finally merged Cherche into a pristine unit, and I'm using Cordelia this time, and my Spring Camilla is benched, we're having higher scores. That Cordelia is +6. Anyway, we're gonna throw Cherche at lane, and Cherche will be able to tank Lucina without any issue. And she will kill her then on this turn. This just leaves the enemy Brave Ike to deal with, along with Amelia, and because they're going to have to be careful. I do intend to run a red flyer at some point, but I hope that IS will release a much better red flyer than what we currently have in the pool, because although Shida is alright and Kate can actually be good, I don't feel that they have anything exceptional. Anyway, I'm taking some time to safely handle these two greens. I'll probably use Corinne with the full buffs, and the defensive tie shouldn't matter. And one thing I noticed as well, with the arrival of Summoner and Alive support, Blade Tomes and generally noob teams are stronger. I think that this can apply to most lineups actually. Generally units got better, they get better stats, and these stats are player side only. So when you go into the arena, you can actually feel the difference. For example, my Corin gets support from both me as a summoner and Cherche. So that's a lot of added stats. We're talking about 6 attack, 6 speed, and the impact on the game is huge, because she will be able to one-shot units that she couldn't before. So generally, support did make one round units even more stronger. So this team is the release day squad with Hector, Riomat, Takumi and Azura. And I'm just gonna take out that Hector, and if you paid attention to the first turns, you may have noticed that Azura moves before Takumi. So as long as Ryoma is split from Azura, I know that my team is safe, and that Takumi, unless he has something to hit on, shouldn't be able to get danced. So I'm just gonna clean up this Roma with my coin, just thinking of the best positioning to do so. And then I just have to take care of the Takumi and Azura.
Orders.
So Corin is gonna take out Ryoma, and then I'm gonna position my flyers to safety at the bottom of the map.
Yes. Minerva, understood.
So now I have to find a way to deal with Takumi first. Because of the weird range, I can't swap Corin into Azura's range and then put her to safety. If I do so, if I try to kill her this turn, I will expose my team. So I'm just gonna take a turn, one more turn and roll the dice.
It's all for you.
Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite as I would have liked, because that Takumi is still out of range of Corin, so we're gonna have to wait yet another turn. And now they're just both vulnerable, so let's just take them out and back the win for this second match. So it's nice to see these teams, they bring some nostalgia. I really like Takumi because I summoned him very close to release, so it felt like him and I had some kind of an affinity. I got him off focus and now I still have him, but I barely use him. Maybe you have a chance to see him in Arena Assault, but in terms of straight arena, he just doesn't work for me. So for this match we're facing a team that is very similar to mine. You have 3 flyers in Brave Ike, 2 greens, 2 blue, and they just don't have a Blade Tome, and I'm lucky. So that Brave Ike is going to be able to put in some serious work. Firstly by tanking Kinoka. He will not kill her on retaliation, but since they don't have a dancer, I'll just wait for the rest of them right here with my flyers.
Okay, yes, shall we?
Actually, Ike destroyed that Inokan retaliation, so at least that's done. I'm gonna put him in range. Tsubaki. Tsubaki was able to tank Ike with his high def, and now I just kill them one by one, nice and easy. One more unit is gonna bed itself on Brave Ike, and this is where you see how amazing he is with his high bulk and steady breath, because his weapon is really difficult to kill. This match is in the bag, we can move on to the next. And the next lead is a Celica. We can see from the opening screen that it's a red heavy team with a weaponless Azura. If you look at her, you can see that she doesn't have any lungs at all. So this match should be easy. I don't know what this player wanted to achieve with this Azura, but anyway, that's an easy match for us. Let's not complain. It is the first time that I achieved a score above 5,000. It took me a couple of runs. Playing Cordelia instead of Camilla, Spring Camilla, is definitely much more difficult because I only have one range unit, so I need to be very careful about positioning. And now that Ryoma and Ike are dead, we just have Celica and Azura to deal with, so that should be pretty easy, considering that Azura is just here doing some tourism, some sightseeing.
Quite so. Understood.
which is merged plus 10,
So hot.
distant counter, and
Yes.
it's quite impressive. So thank you for giving me this free win and guaranteeing that I will move on to the next match. And we're facing a Donnell lead, which is quite rare. Donnell and Free Flyer, so again, similar team to what we're currently using. And again, I think that Brave Ike is gonna be able to put in a lot of work. So let's just get some walks and have like one entrance covered by the Flyers and Ike.
So yes.
And this Spring Camina is quite dangerous. She has a Blade Tome, Swift Sparrow, and she's plus 10 with Ether and the Hardy Bearing Seal. To be honest, this is the ultimate Spring Camina, and I'm honored that I could face her. And we're gonna try to deal with her with Corin. And since she initiates first, thanks to Death Blow, the plus attack IV, the buff, and the support, she is actually able to handle Spring Camina. And then the rest of the team should be easy to deal with. So let's take out this Minerva with Corin as well, because I don't want to risk Ike against Minerva, just in case her high speed makes her get the best of Ike. So now that Minerva is dead, I will just swap Ike into Donnell and cast range and kill them with Ike and Corin. So we only have one match left and we haven't lost a unit. Let's try to keep it that way. And the last one is a Celica lead. So this is a mage heavy team with Bolin, so it's a really hard lineup to face. I think if there was a dancer in the mix, it would have been really one of the most difficult lineup I could have encountered, especially with Celica and the defensive tiles. So I'm gonna need to find a way to take out this lane and then have most of my Flyers in a safe position, and this spot just won't do, so I think I'll have no choice but to retreat to a safe place, and either the bottom, the right or the left will do. In the bottom is the space that will give me the most options, because at least if they clog up on a specific side, I can go to the other. And now that Lynn is further down, I'm gonna take her out and then reposition my Flyer to safety. So yeah, patience was important here. Sometimes you just have to dance around, and in this match it's gonna happen because they are 3 mages with high range, and as you can see they already cover most of the map. So let's just put my unit into a safe place. And I think I can split them, because if I goes to the left, Celica will go for him. Yeah, and Lindy still went for Cherche. So now Lindy is out of position. I can safely kill her with Cherche or Corin. I'm gonna use Corin. And this just leaves Julia and Celica to deal with. So let's just stay tuned to safety one more time and
Yes.
see how they position themselves. So this positioning
Orders.
is bad for me because they're out of reach of my units. So I'm just gonna
Understood.
wait one more turn.
Fun.
Again,
Quite so.
taking our time.
Shall
And now this Julia is gonna get
we?
picked
Ooh,
off
so hot.
by Summer Corinne, despite her being plus 10
Yes.
and on a defensive tile.
Yes.
And that Celica will
It's
not
all
be
for
any
you.
shot hole. This Cordelia will easily take care of her. That's Brave Lance Wine Sweep Cordelia, which I may showcase on a specific unit reveal. And look at this, is the cutest thing. Corinne and Cherche are ranked up in Summoner Bond, Support Bond, and they're finally S. So I'm quite happy about that, and it's very fortunate that it happened whilst I was recording this video. So I hope that you enjoy the run. It's a slightly different team than the one I previously showcased with two different units. You can see the Brave Ike here with his default kilt, and I try to improve on the commentary. I hope you'll enjoy, and have a great day. Bye bye.